Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a bonus stream with Yaxbass and myself. Praise be to our Lord and Savior Kazunori Yamuchi, who has graced us with the Jaguar XJ220.
Yay!
And we're basically dedicating this entire stream pretty much to this car, which is mad in and of itself, but we both love it. I think it was my dad's favorite car of all time. I mean, he loved Jag anyway, but this is by far the best one. Yeah. No question. This is the coolest thing they've ever done.
I definitely agree, and it's still their fastest production car to this day.
Yeah.
It's made like over 30 years ago. It's rather amazing. I actually have a history with the car as well. There used to be a Jaguar dealership in my town, which I'm living at now. And I remember just like with your dad, I remember like when I drove with my dad, we passed through it every day at like one of the main lanes, and we could see the XJ220 like in a showcase room just outside in steel gray, just like the one you buy in this game from legendary dealership, by the way.
Yep.
And I could see that every time, and he brought me a model car for this as well. My father also loved Jaguars, and it's a classy car. It's a classy ass car, and it's still my favorite Jag tool this day as well.
Yep.
So yeah, we fucking love this car.
We do. It was added as a free update to Gran Turismo 7 in today's update, which is version 1.32. And we're going to start off the stream playing the new track that was added in 1.31, Grand Valley.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
All right, I'll because let's be real, we're kind of nerds with this. We will basically be making car PGs here. So the first thing I did, me being autistic fuck, is like I looked at the spec sheet of this thing and it's wrong. I know this seems kind of weird, but I challenge anyone to look this up and to recognize that it's actually depowered in terms of what it is in real life. It is supposed to have 542 brake horsepower.
Which mine does. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll explain that in a minute, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah. So if you look it up, you will realize this. So for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know if it's like this is. I don't know why it is like that. I think it might be a slight mistake or some octane or whatever. But it's like it's supposed to be more powerful than that. So it's actually somewhat of a mistake. I think the curb weight is correct though, but interior wise and everything is like bang on. But it's like it's a little detuned, and I don't know why. I think it might be a mistake or for some reasoning or a certain period of time. But according to everything else I've known of the car, it seems wrong for some reason. So I was kind of shocked to see that actually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But if you're looking at the top of my screen though, you can see that actually what we've done to correct it, I've actually already done on my car. Basically, Yax, being the eagle-eyed awesome guy that he is, he noticed that if you buy this fully customizable ECU from the tuning shop and you just fit that, even without tweaking any settings, it brings the horsepower to the car to the level it should be, 542. So I can no longer show you what the value was prior because I fitted that before we went live on this stream. But we are basically running the car completely stock otherwise, with the exception of tires. We've gone for, I'm running on mine, racing soft tires, the racing brake pads and the ceramic brakes, just because I want a bit more control. You got to bear in mind I'm not doing all the manual stuff that Yax will be. Like I've got traction control on and stuff like that still. So, but I'm a more casual player. Let's just face it. I'm a more casual player.
And I think the fact that you still enjoy this game this much tells you how much of a great video game it actually is.
Yeah,
because as weird as it sounds, it's actually surprisingly accessible.
Yeah. I will say it's taken a big nerf because obviously I was playing around with the XJ220 off stream earlier, in preparation for this stream. I miss GT Sophie so much. It was my first time playing GT with Sophie removed, because of course GT Sophie, the Gran Turismo AI, was added as a special event, but only on the PS5 version and only for a limited time. I cannot wait for GT Sophie to come back into the game in full, because just racing really dumb AI again that literally is just cruising slowly in a perfect racing line, it was boring to race against, right?
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yeah, thank you for being here and being like actually decent competition. The thing is, you're so decent that I'll basically see you in front of my car like for like the first couple of corners, and then it's basically going to feel like a time trial. Like that's basically the stream.
Aw, thanks.
But yeah.
The thing I'm doing here is making making a car PG. So I'll be making the Jaguar XJ220S, which is it's basically a TVR tuned one. So it's basically like if you make it like totally hardcore, and because people are nerds in this one, of course it's already been made, so I'm just essentially just finding certain things for it, so it's like I can just make it. So this is why I'm stalling. So
no, that's no problem. Take as long as you need. Take as long as you need. Obviously, like I might eventually do tweaks to the car as well before the stream is done, because like I found personally like it kind of understeered a bit too much for my liking, and that might be a problem that we can potentially try and fix on stream and just play around. So yeah, we're not only going to be racing each other, we're going to be playing around with this thing, trying to make it handle a bit better to how I like to play this. But it already it already handled well, just not like McLaren F1 well, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
And of course, you know, that was the car that this would have been built for and up against, right? It was to compete with that. It's
it's actually such the story of this car here. I'm sorry, I'm sounding like such a nerd. It's actually it was the world. It actually was the world's fastest car for like less than a year because of the McLaren F1. But it's like it beat the Bugatti EV. It shat on Ferrari. It could very easily hit 200 miles an hour. And like the old XK120, it's like, oh, that's like the glorious fastest car in the world back in the day. It was like, just make it 220 and try to make it hit 200 miles an hour. It didn't do that, but it hit 200 and I think like 17 miles an hour, which is still pretty damn fast, actually. Yeah. Even to this day, I think it runs like as fast as a modern Aventador.
I reckon all they would have needed was the wind to be blowing in whatever direction the car was facing. You know, how they needed a tailwind behind the car, and then it would have made it, I reckon.
Honestly, I think on a better day or more humidity or whatever, but it's kind of like these testing things. But yeah, it's a very cool car. Again, it doesn't have the massive engine as the thing, but it's like if you remove like the F1, which was insane and such a high-end budget car, this was actually a passion product that Jaguar didn't really want to make, as dumb as it sounds.
Right.
So it's simply just a passion product of people trying to like, oh yeah, we want to make a really cool Jaguar race car or sports things like, oh, this is cool, right? Which Jaguar wasn't really into at the time. So, and then you just have this out of the nowhere. It's like, it's supposed to have a big V12, got cut. It's supposed to have 4-wheel drive, got cut. But even as a mistake, if you will, and with assembly being Jaguar wasn't really made for doing this at the time. It still ended up being the world's fastest car with a dumb mistakes and everything. So I think that should tell a lot about how great this car actually is.
Yep.
I mean, I think it put up a respectable Nürburgring time as well. It's like sub 80 minutes. So it's not 80 minutes long, sub 8 minutes. Like it's actually very close to modern stuff cars. So. Yeah. It's a very cool car, and I'll join you now with a stock one.
No worries.
So I can tell about this car for days, man. So your father told you about this car?
Yeah, I mean, it basically is just his favorite Jag, you know, the car he always wanted to own, and like, I'm pretty sure I had a model of it as well, and you know, like a toy, little miniature of it somewhere. But yeah, it's just the most stunning thing, and here it is.
Very nice. How do I add that print?
All right.
She's on our Wi-Fi, so it's already there. So
All right.
you just need to press the same button. Hang on, a bit of tech support, folks. Hold on.
Stop.
Nice. And hello. All right. Great shot. That's all right. Practice is currently taking place, so I have to go to track. All right. Yeah, you can do that. All right. Let's talk. Alrighty then, interior. Oh, there's fuel on. And interesting. All right, you're doing Grand Valley. This is a cool track. I actually like what they've done with this one. All right, let's see. And late break. Just in time. Right, I didn't know if this car had traction control, but let's try to run it without seeing how it goes. All right. Surprisingly stable. It also had like a rear diffuser on, so very modern era and stuff. Also, it's surprisingly modern, whereas like instead of a huge humongous engine, it's turbocharged. I have ABS on and traction control off, and then I'll run manual. Oh, wheel spin there. Turbo light kicked in. Trail working. I'll tell you what, if you remove traction control for this thing and just floor it, it will spin out. But because of its turbo lag, it's actually very controllable. So if you really want to make it spin out, you just push the throttle. This year is the weirdest feeling, because for Gran Turismo OGs, they know this layout so well, but visually it's so different. So it's like the most strange thing ever. There we go, a little slidey. And for those of you watching in chat, I prefer to run with interior view, even though it's harder for me, but I just think it's part of the experience. And also with this gorgeously interior here, I think it's just something you need to do. Fun car. Also, look at this weird quirk here. It's like, if you have an instrument panel, with the XJ220, they were like, yeah, let's have something on the, I don't know if you can see this here on the side, but literally on the driver's door, there's literally something in the panels. So, what a weird car. What a weird car. Bad. Could have pushed it harder. Let's see where it reaches. I don't know if you guys on Andy's channel can see this with miles an hour or kilometers per hour, but yeah. Let's get ready for braking. Handles are quite nice. There we go. Very tall gearing. And unlike many modern sports cars, like this thing stock only have like a 5-speed gearbox. Very weird. But with the whole thing with twin turbos and a relatively small displacement, it's very doesn't seem that old. And also, can we just look at this car? It's like a classy Lambo. I mean, this proportion here is wide AF. So, also, it was also surprisingly race-minded, because if you look at its rim, it has like a center cap or a lock nut in the middle, and it's like just what like with the thing the Porsche like to do now. So it's like for racing, so it's only like one bolt you can have to untie to change tires. Very hardcore stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoy my driving here, and I'll try to drive this pretty well without traction control. Can we do sick drift here? Yeah, we can. Here we go. Let's get some speed on this thing here. Braking. Spin out. I'm so bad at drifting. There we go. There we go. I think this is gonna look cool on replay. Somewhat. Until someone who actually knows how to drift looks at it. Brake a little. Easy on the throttle. Don't touch the wall. Don't touch the wall. I'm bad at this corner. And full power through. Look at this, man. Big turbochargers. Right. Yeah, so beside the ECU upgrade that is not horsepower-wise, that really shouldn't be an upgrade, it's bone stock, so handles very well. I think it's a fun car to drive. It feels very surprisingly light for such a wide car. In my opinion, it feels like a big Lambo, but just pretty agile actually, and controllable. It has a weird-ass weight. I mean, balance, weight balance as well, but it handles like pretty easy and it's pretty forgiving, so I'll give it for that. And also, like in real life, it's surprisingly cheap considering what this actually was once. But just like with the Bugatti EB something, I cannot even remember its name because of numbers and certain things, and others, it just got overshadowed at the time, so it's actually rather cheap if you're considering what it is car history wise. So, but I think it's like thanks to people like Don Law Racing and stuff like that, and the people who really push enthusiast wise, I think it's getting more appreciation. So it's like for those who are into it, Don Law is like people who help with like developing back in the day, and they still to this day you can go to, and I think in England somewhere, and then you can basically buy kits that will tune it up. So it's pretty cool. Cool car. Love it. Oh, and I took some curbs and we saved it. Ah, that's cool. Come on. I'm really bad at that corner. It takes a lot of speed. Hopefully all of this practice will make me kill anyone with a race. So yeah, my tires also sports, so not really there. And I had ABS on. I don't know if this thing had ABS, but I'm just running it like this. And the reason why I'm trying without a traction control is just because I don't think the car had it. So just for the whole car PG element. It's not necessary to show off or anything, it's just the way I enjoy it. There's just something about it. Alright, that's fair enough. I'm just doing a kind of like a co-hosty thing. So, just a sec, I'll view your chat. Alright. To be fair though, if it's really inconvenient with the whole streaming thing, we can just perhaps fix it. So. Oh, right. I thought. Oh damn! You printed jam in your printed, right? Yeah, so righty then. Ah.
Okay, and I'm back, guys. Okay, so that's both mics muted, unmuted. Hi, Dondi. Sorry, we've had a printer jam. You know, like, so the printer's now been taken out of the room because I think Mom's gonna try and plug it into the lounge and then unjam what's in there. But yeah. You see, it was never specified like what machine that Rage Against the Machine were raging against, but I'm pretty sure it was a printer, right? I'm pretty sure it was a printer. You know, I mean, it had to have been a printer. Come on, it's like, you know, printer says like there's a paper jam, please clear the jam, and they're just like, F you, I won't do what you tell me. Like, you know, yeah. It makes sense, right?
Sure.
Needs more ink cartridge. F you, I won't do what you tell me. Like, yeah.
Could you just imagine, like, I think like an insane comedy skit of like a possessed printer, and it would just print out F you all the time when you're trying to argue with it. I think we're like on a point of like some really weird Disney movie or like an anime, just a printer that constantly fucks with you, that's possessed. Right. I've been running this thing here without traction control, and look at this here. Oh, I got two.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's so
Wow.
controllable, dude.
Yeah. Again, thank you for your patience there. Like, basically,
No problem.
Sam wanted something printing, and then it actually went horribly wrong, which it shouldn't have done, but it is what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sam.
No, I mean, no. To be very clear, the issue was the printer. It's like you had one
It's
job.
like, have you seen Lord of the Rings? That's a reference to that. Just,
Oh, okay.
Sam. Just.
Oh, okay. I see. So, I could quite easily like just watch you drive this thing. Oh,
Yeah.
you made it in. Oh, there you go.
Look
You
at
put
it,
it.
man.
You put it in
Look
British
at this
Racing
screenshot here,
Green.
man.
Oh, there we go. You know what? That looks so
Oh,
right.
no, not touch wall. Oh, no, not touch wall.
That looks so right, man.
It does. It looks really good, right? I have one in this in the perfect thing. I'm so used to now having cockpit view. It's not even funny.
Right. Yeah.
I can see how the body rolls happens like pretty okay, but because it's not really a heavy car, so
You were
I'm actually
talking about, you know, when you were talking about the slot in the side door, even though my mic was muted at the time, I tried to show that off a bit because I was in the cockpit view and I can
yes,
move the camera with the right stick.
yeah,
So
that,
I couldn't
yeah.
quite get it on screen, but yeah.
It's so weird, right? It's such an odd quirk because it's literally the dashboard continues into the driver's door, so you have like other things. It's so weird. I
In
mean,
fact,
what
oh
other
wait, we
cars
can
have that?
actually see that now because the view that I'm showing the stream right now, it's like there's almost like a camera to the left of your driver's head, and so it's showing the interior at an angle, which is really cool.
Shall we?
Yeah, we
I can actually use the turbo lag here for like brute forcing oversteer if I'm without traction control.
Oh,
So I
that's
can just
cool.
do this here. So if I'm in a low gear, I can just bring them and then it spins out.
Oh
But because
wow,
it's so
man.
controllable, yeah, we both told about like our encounters with this car. But in video games, this is where we were old, Andy. Perhaps even older than you, weirdly enough, it seems. But my first encounter with this car wasn't actually Gran Turismo.
All right.
It actually wasn't. It was the original, not original, but it was the old Need for Speed 2 Special Edition, where I got
Wow.
introduced to this car. So on the PC and everything. But
Wow. Nice.
yep. So even before GT, even before Gran Turismo 2, I've been well aware of this car in gaming audience in the game universe. But it's like it has also I took some cones. I have seen there's also like an Atari game with it as well. So it actually has been really in prolific in gaming.
Yeah.
So and yeah. It's the coolest failure ever made.
And with
I've been
that, we're
trying.
both gonna race it. Like, this race is
Yeah.
gonna be competitive for all of like, I don't know, 30 seconds, and then, yeah. I mean, you've got it in British Racing Green, so you win anyway. Like, yeah.
Oh, I cheated with traction control. Oh, we got.
But yes, thank you for entertaining the viewers while that happens. Like, it should have
Hopefully
been
it
just
was
a real.
entertaining.
It should have been just a real quick, like, simple, like, oh, print something, and then it just spiraled. But to be honest, like, I feel like in a way the best moments on my channel are the fails, right? Like first time encountering a liquor, like all that kind of
Yeah.
yeah, it's yeah.
It's true, it's true. That's so fun. Just like, when you mentioned that, I was like, oh yeah, Spyro's an easy game, dies immediately.
Yeah.
Also, Resident Evil 5. Can we just talk about how bad that was when I did that? Jesus Christ.
That
I
honestly
remember.
is the most, like, I do all the VODs for like Yax's stream as well as mine, and obviously a bunch of other people does Sort Humor as well. And you did Resident Evil 5 in co-op with Sort Humor, and so the VODs are on their channels respectively, right? And it is honestly one of the most entertaining things I've ever watched. I can't believe how much the village wrecked you both, like at the beginning.
It's true. Oh, there's an Andy. There's a wall.
Yeah.
You did well.
Thank you.
Oh,
You know
look at
what I
this.
don't like, and it's not so much the car. This is a Gran Turismo camera problem. I feel like I can't really see where I'm going very well because, like, I would just raise the view a bit. Oh, you know, if I could raise the seat or just make this driver a little bit taller, then yeah.
Yep. It's true. It's true.
But I think they've done it to give you a better view of the instruments, so you know, the speedometer and stuff.
Oh, I screwed up.
Yeah, you did.
Can you get me?
Nearly.
Close.
The freaking car's so long that it's like, oh yeah, great. Like it's just a wall of green.
It's true. It has some seriously. This car is properly longer than a Diablo, man. This car has some bullshit proportions in the best way.
Yep.
There we go. Nice.
Well, not exactly as clean as I'd like, you know.
That's fine.
If Kaz himself was here, he'd be like, "Do not do things that make you look bad." Like, you know, like a little nudge that I think I did accidentally while passing you and stuff.
That's alright. We'll take it. I haven't gotten this much practice in this one actually, so I'm not very good at this track for some reason.
It's so pretty though.
It is.
Same with this car, like, oh.
That's interesting. I think it's rather meh.
On the outside, it's pretty. On the inside, I was like, wait, this is what a supercar? Like, this is what they consider, like, you know, no expense spared. But actually, I think they did spare expense, and they definitely did it in the interior. Because, honestly, yeah. I mean, look at it's funny though, right? Because, you know, like for the heating controls and the symbols that are on there, right? Especially on the third dial. Like, I remember growing up seeing those symbols. You don't really see them used on cars so much anymore, but like, yeah. This is a very classic 90s interior. Absolutely.
Oh! You won by damn. Nice.
I won, guys. I actually won. Oh my god.
Well done.
Madness.
Yes. All right. So do it again.
Are you still lurking there, buddy? How is the audio, in your opinion? I listened to it before we went live, and hopefully everything is fine. But if the stuff needs tweaking, I will tweak. So no problem. Should we change to the other layout so that you can check out both?
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool. Let me just try and remember how.
Which things have you run with the Jag again? So like ECU and...
ECU, racing soft tires, racing brake pads, and ceramic brakes.
Right. Oh, right. It's cool. All right. Damn. I'm actually doing better than I thought then.
You are, yes.
So that's cool. Well done. All right. So I run interesting, huh? You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do this again. I actually like this. This is good.
Good.
How do you like it? How do you like it? Actually, the car. How do you feel
I
it?
love it. I love it. I mean, I'm so glad it's in the game. Isn't it funny how, like, I mean, I'm sure there's even streams of us doing this together, and you were like, "Oh man, I just want the XJ220, XJ220."
Yeah, true.
I'm pretty sure we've said it many times, and here it is.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, so, would you say that, like, with the updates that have happened so far, that GT7 is shaping up to be one of the best kind of car rosters in GT history, or is it not quite there yet?
I think for what it is a great game. It really does. But it has a major issue in my opinion, and that is like, I think much of it is based around everything feeling very exclusive, more than it should be in my opinion. But it's perhaps just something we took for granted in the older entries, to be honest. For example, like even with like something like Form, for example.
Yeah.
There were so many niche events, but with the whole like being detailed and not having interior views and blah blah blah, I think this does surprise a bit. I will say this. I think this game is very great, but on release, I don't think it was that good unless you are really into like the whole driving aspect. Yeah. However, I feel they have done a tremendous good job at making it very accessible for being a sim, and I think it's a great overall racing experience.
And all of the updates that are happening, they're always free, just like GT Sport before it.
Yes.
And one difference is, like, it's massively fleshed out in its PlayStation VR support. Because, of course, GT Sport had a PSVR 1 very limited VR mode where only certain tracks and certain cars, like a very small selection. In GT7, for those lucky enough to have PlayStation VR 2 on PS5, you can race every single mode, track, and car in the game except for split screen. Like, no joke, you can play online or off in VR in GT7 on PS5, and that's incredible, right? Like, I don't have a PSVR 2 yet, but it is on my shopping list. And when I finally have one, you bet I'll be not only like streaming it, but I'll probably play through all of the events again that I've already done, because in VR it'll just be completely different, right? It'll feel completely different because of how much more immersive it is. Like, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to someday having that. But yeah, no time soon.
Is it like a shortened version of it? Because it doesn't feel like it's reversed, but it's. I think it's just a shortened version.
This is a shortened. Yeah, this is a shortened layout. Yes.
Right. Oh, this will be a mindfuck.
So let's get right into the news.
Into the news.
Yeah.
Damn. Yep. All right. I'm very surprised about how well it is. Also, if you look at base stats with like aero and downforce, you can really see the diffuser doing a good job with this car.
Right.
Also, very tall gearing.
Yeah, I noticed that. Right, you're almost at the UK speed limit before you're shifting into second gear. Like, I'm like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. And
but of course, it needed long gears to reach 220, right, or close to it, right? So yeah, doesn't.
The thing is though, it's like it's only a 5-speed.
Yeah.
So
see, if this was Ferrari, they would have had like a 7-speed for definite.
Yeah, not at the time. It's like the thing why you would have a good gear ratio or many gears is actually to use your power band very well. If you have a really strong engine, you don't really need it that much over the whole.
Sure, like muscle cars are a good example, right? In general, they're like less gears, but the pulling power, the torque of them is just insane.
The reason why you give like the modern Chevy engines actually 7 gears is actually due to fuel economy more than speed.
Fuel
So
economy. That's funny.
it's true. So for example, you can shift that shit into a seventh gear and it will still pull at like sub 2,000 RPM because the engine is that torquey. So you can get good mileage if you really want to do so.
Yeah.
So more than speed actually. So the only thing, the only issue there is with stuff like that usually is like if you don't have a really quick shifting gearbox, you will essentially just lose speed because shifting takes time and you're not necessarily just pushing it. So having a relatively like fewer gears can actually sometimes be a benefit. And I like this game actually can show you that as well. So unless you have like a double clutch thing that's just shifts in like a tenth of a second basically. Yeah, it's pretty good. So, but yeah, this car is sick. This car is very sick. Also, can we just appreciate how indirectly this car was so futuristic? It's kind of dumb, because
Yeah,
like if you
honestly, it doesn't look like it was released in 1992. It really does look like something from the future. Like,
I mean, its engine layout is like so modern, it's weird.
Okay. Yeah, I
Because
don't
it's
know
like
much about the engine and the way it's laid out,
it's a twin turbo V6.
but right.
Like this is like modern day stuff. Like just slap a hybrid on it and you will have a modern supercar.
Yeah.
Nice. So great.
Why am I winning? This is weird.
I think you're doing great though.
This is weird. This is really weird. You know what I'm gonna do, Yax?
Yeah.
You know the ultimate way to put this car through its paces? I'm gonna spectate you at Nürburgring.
Alright. That will be good idea.
Yeah. So let me just alter the.
Can we do Trial Mountain? Just for once.
Yes, we can. Let's do that.
I'll be off Nürburgring. Don't get me wrong. Nürburgring is hype. You know what? Let's make a tribute here. This is the car I told you about, the TVR bullshit one.
Okay.
I'll give this one Racing Hard.
Okay.
And I'll see.
Trial mount. Aha, there you are. Okay, full course. Yes. Preset weather. That's fine.
This year is this is an XJ2S, which was made by TVR.
So they made a
TWR.
customized version of it. Like, that's weird.
They did, and then these guys were the ones, as far as you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but as far as I'm concerned, they were actually part helping with like development. It's Tom Wilkinshaw Racing or something like that. It stands for, and they were like, yeah, we need you guys to help producing with this thing because we don't have the assembly line for it.
Right.
So yeah, so when I'll just run this with a little traction control.
Oh god,
But
Bananamobile. Check this thing out. Yo. The thing is, they didn't actually have it in yellow, did they?
They did. You could have it in blue, yellow, or whatever.
There
But
was a
it's
purple as well. I remember a purple. A really nice looking purple. Yo, I didn't know you could customize the number plate, man. Is that the GT Auto thing?
I just got the one that's this one, so I haven't ducked around with it. I'll try to be brave and run this without traction control. See how it happens.
Alright, let's put on your telemetry there. Here we go.
I think turbo lag is actually gonna be my friend here because it's not full torque. A little understeering. Look at the Bananamobile here.
It is gorgeous. Oh, you put a big fat wing on it. Interesting.
It is exactly like it is exactly made as a tribute to it. It's actually a livery I found someone had because it's basically whoa, wheel spin in second gear. Let's go.
This car has been out since basically 10 a.m. this morning, and you're telling me that people have already done like...
Dude, the love for this car is real, man. It's not just me who's a nerd. It is like for real GT royalty as well. You can find an LM version and everything, and I spun out like an idiot. It looks cool, but I'm actually very slow here. So I've tried to make this one as light as the real one, and it turns out I can't even do that. So once the real base version...
You're telling me with like, you know, the weight reduction stuff, you can't actually make it light
No.
enough?
No,
Okay.
I need to have the special roulette bullshit one.
Oh,
for
wow,
that.
yeah, the stage 4, yeah.
So it's actually light.
I actually won the stage 4 for a car, but I can't remember which. Of course, I can go into my garage and look it up in the part list. But I'm like, oh my god, I've actually got like weight reduction stage 4, but it's for a car I don't care about. So like,
yeah, it's that is the one major thing I have an issue with in this game, because it's such a whoa, save that. It's such a jeez.
Whoa.
This cat growls. Yeah, exactly. This cat growls. But it's actually, if this thing didn't have turbo lag, I think it would actually be harder to drive. I need grippier tires.
You need a yellow and purple livery, and then it's literally king.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have like a Jaguar mask like on the front of the bonnet. You could literally have some king. If there was a livery with king like actually on the artwork, that would be amazing.
You know what? I'll just make it gray and black, and then have the red eye, and then it will be on brand.
Armor king, yeah.
Jesus, this thing breaks. Breaks hella hard.
I realise that we're mostly spectating Yaks here rather than me drive as well, but it's so fun to just... You know what? I'm going to drive this crack as well. It's freaking Trial Mountain. Let's go.
Yeah. I'll do a regular one against you.
Okay.
This is the bullshit tune version.
Actually, I've already started this one, so it's okay.
Oh, alright.
Right.
Let's get right into the L.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you beat me twice, so...
I did. And it's actually
Congrats.
on the stream, so yeah, Donkey,
Absolutely.
you can actually see it, and you can see it again as well, because all my streams are highlighted to be kept. But
Holy
honestly,
wheel spin,
I
Batman.
was so happy that you messaged like, hey, I want to play some GT, like XJ220. I'm like, hell yes! Like, can we stream it?
Absolutely. I mean, seriously. Oh, I'm just tapping. Yeah, this here is a beast.
Yeah,
I'm trying to drive this one.
Like, I literally cannot see. Like, you're so low into the car that you can't see if it's an uphill slope. Like, yeah. Downhill,
I'm trying.
But uphill, I'm like, well, I think I'm still in the middle of the road.
I'm just trying to RPG this so hard. Ah, it's so cool, this car. You're doing well. I think you're doing well, Andy.
The car does handle well. I attribute a lot of it to the car. But having said that, you know, even though I haven't played this game really until GT Sophie's removal, I have to say, because when you know that GT Sophie event was in the game, I did, you know, make an effort to play the game a lot more. And, you know, I've typically always done my daily races and, you know, for the rewards and things. And I've now got all of the cars that you need an invitation to buy them, for example. So yeah, I've got 60% of the cars that are actually in the entire game. And I'm just sort of casually collecting them all. I'm treating this game like Pokemon. I literally want to own them all eventually. But I'm just not... I'm not like grinding for it and then burning myself out, you know what I mean? I'm literally just casually over time, like, right, I've got enough money for that car, I'll buy that one next, you know. And I think it's been a good way to do it. But obviously with this car coming out today, along with 3 others, it's like, well, I have to buy this now. I just have to. And I was really surprised at how cheap it was.
Yeah, it's actually very reflective of real life, because it was very underappreciated.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's just how Kaz prices things in this game. Like, yeah.
Yeah, if you hear something in the background, it's literally a phone alarm. That's not you, so I'm sorry if that's gonna happen. So I'll
No,
take that
no
one
worries,
after.
man. Like, listen, I had printer noises, and then obviously for a while it was just your voice people were hearing. Again, thank you for covering for me.
No problem. No problem.
Life happens. Ugh.
True.
But yeah, this isn't right, man. I'm in the lead. What's going on?
I try to run this thing without traction control. That's hard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
Did it?
you're still
I'm
being.
assuming it had traction control.
I don't think so. I think this is before. I think this
Right.
is before there. So this is what I try to do. It's like a car RPG. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll just see what happens here in case. But I think it had ABS because that was a modern thing. I think it had that. So
That's good because I've just slammed on the brakes here heading into this corner.
it's also very light. So
You know what I would appreciate, and this is a small thing, and I'm surprised that they've never actually done this. You know how, like, real world circuits, a lot of their sections have names? I would appreciate if at the top of the screen you just had some text with the name of the section you're on. So, you know, when you're at Nürburgring and you go around the carousel, it would literally say carousel. You know?
I think at the mini map, I think that would be a better version.
Sure, yeah, but I almost never kind of look there actually, like, because of where it is. I never see it unless I'm in the camera view where it's like totally first person and you can put the mini map in the bottom middle. Then I see it, but when it's in the top right, I never see it.
Right. Which what lifetime did you get? I'm curious.
419 was the whole thing.
419.
That was for both laps together.
419. What? Oh, I didn't see mine. Damn. I'll take my stock one and see how I do here then.
Okay. If I go. Oh yeah. Can I see? Hold on. Replay. Oh, I can save that replay. I'll do that.
Good idea. I think I'll just run. I'll run this with the little traction control. See how it goes.
Okay.
On sports.
Hey Alpha. Sorry. Oh my God. I'm an idiot. Normally, when I stream a racing game, I would normally use the PlayStation's built-in streaming because at least that way the chat shows up on the screen as I'm driving. I completely forgot, guys. I'm really sorry. But next time I will. Alpha, are you still there? And does all the audio sound good? I'm gonna wait for feedback. You should be able to hear Yax as well when he speaks.
Yep. One,
The
two,
audio is good.
woo.
Oh, thank goodness. But yeah, I'm very sorry that I might not respond to your comments immediately, but I will basically look at Twitch chat every time we finish a race.
Look at these pop-up headlights that are dope.
Oh yeah. I will show everybody that actually. Hold on. So when you're in a tunnel again, we'll see them.
All right.
So yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Welcome to the Jaguar XJ220 appreciation stream.
Like for real, so.
Yeah, it's literally the whole stream.
I gotta say, it's weird, like how well this thing handles. I'm kind of shocked. It seems very forgiving as well. As long as you don't like have it like mega tuned up, it will not wheel spin on you either. So
yeah, you see that's the thing. I kind of want to keep it stock. I mean, maybe I'll buy a second one and then tune it up like crazy.
Yeah, I'll make the banana peel one. Also, you can get this one in like regular ass Jaguar gray, like this one here. I think I'll do that because I think the yellow is a bit too much for a Jag.
Yeah.
But again, look at these icy purple things. No, not purple, but icy blue things now. I think Jags are really obnoxious nowadays, rather than being elegant. So, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I love the headlamps that are basically like the car has eyes, and there they are. Oh, so cool. And then they're gonna hide.
Yeah, look at this drift here.
Wow, that is so cool. Oh wait, no, they don't even come up. There's kind of like, wow, it's kind of like the covers slide down to reveal them. That's interesting.
Hmm? Yeah, it's actually also better because I think it was made around that area when.
Well, yeah, it's more aerodynamic, right? Because
Exactly.
they've kept the headlamps the same shape. That's
And
so
then there.
cool.
Also, if you
Wow.
look at its wheels, right, these big dishes here, also for aero, and center lock bolts. So like totally racing stuff actually with the center lock.
Oh, I see
They
what happens with the headlamp covers. They're basically like lowering to reveal the lights behind, like underneath, and then it's just raising up. So it's actually really cool. So rather than being like a Lamborghini where like it literally looked like they had eyes that like opened and raised, instead what's happening is the covering the headlamp is lowering rather than anything raising up. That is really interesting design.
it's a cool cat.
It is a very, very cool cat. All right.
Look at this forced overseer. Ah, it's actually
Donk.
spinning out. Damn. Yeah, but then it's still like it's still understeer. So yeah,
Donk.
you can kind of doing that with the throttle.
I'm now put it on the cinematic kind of replay camera for a little bit, which basically, regardless of your skill level, what I love about Gran Turismo replays is no matter how badly you drive, the replay system in the game can make you seem like you're a driving god. Look at this. But the thing is, Yax actually does drive pretty well, so... But do you see what I mean? These replays are god tier. Oh, that slide looked amazing, man.
Yeah, I just tapped the handbrake and then let's do some Sylvester Stallone on this.
Oh my god, yes. Bloody clean. Listen, right? This is Yax's Destiny 2, right? To compare it to like the game that you live in, Alpha, being Destiny 2. Gran Turismo 7 is Yax's Destiny 2. He's played this to death. Well, Gran Turismo in general. He plays it with none of the assists on. Like, he doesn't need traction control. And like, he just drives so quick, so clean. I'm gonna show you that a bit more, because we're gonna go back into the camera angle where if I cancel entry and spectate again, we can see inside the car, like so. I will show you his telemetry data so that you can see. So the gray bar to the right of the speed is his accelerator, and it's showing you how hard he's squeezing the right trigger. So, and then the bar to the left of the speed is like how much he's applying the brakes. You'll see a red dot above the sort of rev meter, right? And depending on how off-center the red dot is, that's showing you how much he's steering left or right.
I can punish this a little more.
So basically what I'm saying is, depending on the stuff that you're seeing at the bottom of the screen, you can literally see what Yax is inputting with the controller, with the accelerator, brake, and the steering. And of course, if he ever does apply handbrake, there's the handbrake light down there as well. He's just given us a demonstration and then spun out. Thanks for that, man.
There we go.
Oh my god. What I love about that though is like, you know, all of the warning lights that's actually on the car, they will light up, you know,
True,
at the
true.
relevant moment, which is awesome. You know, so when you, yeah, there's cool attention to detail. Yeah, you will have noticed going through the tunnel that the lights, you know, obviously the headlamps come on, but also you'll see that they come on the instrument panel as well. Like there you go, they're lit up there, and then when you're out in the sun, they'll automatically turn off. We don't have rain turned on the track that we're on right now, but Gran Turismo 7 was the first game in the series to add dynamic weather. And when it does rain, the wipers come on automatically. Thank goodness.
Yep. Speaking about that, shall we do a lap of Nürburgring just for funsies?
Yes, I'm gonna spectate you because I'm a lazy ass, and I'd want to see you. I want to see you drive Nürburgring in this car. I might join on a second lap, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up one lap of the Nordschleife, and we're gonna spectate that. Yeah, we'll see how you do.
If this thing didn't have turbo lag, I could do some really cool shit here. Ah, come on. There we go.
So this track is often called the Green Hell.
For fitting with this thing, yeah.
We're going to make it just one lap because it's 12.94 miles.
Boom.
Everybody knows and loves this track. It's actually my favorite track in the game because of like just how challenging it is and all that, you know.
I think it's cool to learn a car, but it's a fucking horrible racetrack. I mean, you have to be a psycho to race it.
Yeah, no, I do know what you mean. Yeah. Why can I not spectate?
Oh, I don't think I'm in yet.
Oh, is it still loading? Oh, okay.
Here we go.
My load. Why the Green Hell? Well, a lot of people have died here, which is what the graffiti on the track is all about. It's all the tributes to the people that have died.
Yeah. All right. I'll just, since we're on this here, I just have to tell you this here. This is actually amazing stuff, because this is the Jaguar XJ220 appreciation stream. It's actually on auto drive now. Sorry.
That's fine. Go for it.
Listen to this lap time here. Remember, this car is before. It's like how old it is.
Yes, actual people have died here, Alpha.
Yes. Yeah, and here it is. It's actually driven by Danishman, John Nielsen. This is like, and this is with old tires and everything. 7 minutes 46 in a car of this age. It's over.
Wow, that was the time of an XJ220 here. 7 minutes 46.
Yes, that is insanely fast for its time.
Well, I tell you what, go back to the track, right? Because obviously auto drive was happening. Start again. That's your time. 7 minutes 46. Go.
Thanks. I have to beat my fellow Danishman.
Yeah.
Knows, Jesus. This is not actually not even running, but let's go. Jeez. I'll cheat with some traction control here. Jeez, this is gonna. No pressure.
No pressure, no. But no, see, here's the thing. The reason why I say like this is kind of my favorite track is it's really more a situation of, even if this was the only track in the whole game, I could still have a good time with the game. Do you know what I mean? Because there's so many corners, like there's every kind of corner. And the thing is, I'm someone that really enjoys time trial. I don't need like other racers with me in a racing game to have fun in a driving game. I just, you know, I can race myself and have a good time. Am I going faster in this section than before? You know, I love time trials.
Honestly, GT, as memeable as this, it actually kind of used to be that for me anyways, because if you could beat the AI, it's like, it will just be that anyways.
Yeah.
So, Oh, what's man here? Understeer. Cabin
I
throttle.
hate
Yeah.
understeer so much.
Yeah. It's actually, if you drive this thing without assist, it actually makes hella sense why you do this.
Right.
Because with turbo lag, just boom, it comes in.
I'm gonna ask a dumb question, but of course, you know, we've got viewers in the chat that, you know, they might not necessarily play racing games as such. So, like, what's the primary cause of understeer, and what's the best thing to do to avoid it?
Ooh, that's actually a pretty challenge. Whew, that happens a lot. The definition of understeer, I think, will be better to explain.
Okay.
The definition of understeer is when you are. Oh, I did an oopsie.
No
The
worries.
definition of
Kind of put you
understeer is.
on the spot
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah. Jeez. Yep. The definition of understeer is when you turn your steering wheel, and it's corresponds with less steering in that direction that you would want to. So essentially, it just refuses to turn its wheel as much as you would think it would turn.
Yep.
Oversteering is where it turns out sharper, so you will get a bigger angle. So low steering angle, when you turn up, then you're expecting to through with the steering wheel will give understeer, and if you turn out more than that, it will give you oversteer.
Yep.
The reason why you would prefer oversteer with a sports car usually is because you can correct it with fast inputs if you're quicker,
Yeah,
and it will
exactly.
reduce to turning more in. But
Yeah.
understeer is actually preferable if for safety, because you will not do stuff like this, for example.
Yeah,
This
you
is
won't
actually the
steer
example of
yourself
understeer.
into a wall. Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that, or turn watch out shower or whatever. Yeah, this is a horrible app, but
No
yeah,
worries.
that's
No worries.
so
This can totally be a warm up. It's okay.
so.
You got to remember that, you know, the server settings that we actually have, because obviously we've streamed this a few times together. I worked out a decent amount of tire wear and like fuel where we could do long races, but we still had to like. It wasn't the default infinite, right? Because obviously, like that felt kind of like too easy, quote unquote. So you'll notice your fuel is going down a bit, but also we do have kind of mechanical damage, even though it kind of fixes itself after a while. Your car is not indestructible, so if you do bang a wall, you will find that your handling will change. Just like the tougher races, you know, in GT anyway, because yeah, you really like those, right? You were kind of addicted to one on Tokyo Express.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I like it because it's a top speed run, and you can do like. I also think it's a very cool way to display the dynamic day cycle and everything. It's
Yes.
basically like what if it gives the greatest bridge racer vibes as well. And also,
Yep.
I like how you can basically make a car RPG out of it. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, do this. You want top speed, one grip, or four-wheel drive. But if you have four-wheel drive, you basically lose some fuel economy. So there are decisions to be made. Decisions to be
nice
made.
recovery though.
Yep.
So remember, 7 minutes 46, and for every second over, Yax has to give me 10 gift subs.
Oh no.
Just kidding, man. Just
oh no. Oh no.
Just kidding.
My doo-doo.
That would be too mean.
Just gives up to mom. Let's go.
Yeah.
Understeer. There we go.
Well, no, I do have to thank everybody that has subbed and cheered and otherwise supported throughout. Let's see, we're in April still, right? So March and April, because it's thanks to you guys that I will definitely be playing Street Fighter 6 on launch. Because yeah, that's the next game that's going to get pre-ordered, and that's going to happen in the middle of May. So I've just a few more weeks to go before I pay for that, but I'm still paying for it in time before release. So yeah. But yeah, thank you all so much, because yeah, you guys basically made it cheaper.
I'm really just following it now. I'd proceed out.
Honestly though, like I do that all the time on this track because the thing is there's nothing worse than sort of being overconfident and then like you hit a wall and then you've lost even more time than if you'd have just slowed down a bit, you know? Like
But I'm literally trying to beat the. So I
oh
have to
yeah,
do
the
that.
746.
I don't think I can do so. But it's
I mean,
like
come on, you're on the long straight though. Like I think for a first lap, even with some mistakes, like this is good, man.
Come on, come on.
This is really good. You're 746. Like
Come on.
you could make. It's gonna be. It's gonna be tight, sure, but I don't think you're gonna be that far off. Come on, 220. Oh, it's not gonna make 220.
Oh, fucked up.
Whoa,
Tough crash.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh no! Oh.
Not long. Not bad.
3,
Not that bad though.
2, 1, and 10,
Damn.
20, 30, 40,
Gift subs
50,
to
60,
Mom.
70, 80, 90, 100.
And
You don't have to give
rolling.
me 100 gift subs, that's too much. But hey,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
only 10 seconds off, man. Pretty much,
Oh,
like, that's impressive, dude.
go on, go on, go on. Let's see if I can do this one. This car is fun to drive.
Where's Maximilian dude when you need him? He gives out 100 gift subs all the time.
Yeah, crunchy vegetables, let's go. Ah, yes, my favorite fighting game reaction channel. Man,
Mine too, to be honest. I really like the guy, but I understand why you say that though, because like a lot of his content these days, it is reaction stuff, and that's okay. That is okay. Like we're not knocking it, but the thing is, I think. All I will say is because he did, like, you know, there was that era of assist me and so many other things, like, I kind of miss those, and I think that's all we're saying. But yeah, the dude's a dude. He's a Maximilian dude. We absolutely love him, so, yeah.
Absolutely. And also, it's like, if you consider how important he has been for fighting games and just pushing it out as a whole, I think it's like he does a tremendous job.
I'm actually really glad that he could, like, basically... I mean, he's done this for so many things, but I'm so glad he just didn't shut up about fighting games needing crossplay. Because look, it's finally happening. Street Fighter 6 is going to have it. And apparently, according to Harada's own tweets,
I'll take an L. I'll take an L.
Of course, Tekken 8
I think that was my... that was my concentration. Damn.
Yeah.
It ran out. Right. So, on Sports Hard, that is the best I can do at the moment.
Okay, slap on some racing soft and then let's race this one lap thing. Let's do it.
Shall we? Yeah. Shall we beat him? Alright. I have to cancel entry and then I'll have to buy them because I don't have them.
Okay. I think the racing shop is available in the lobby.
It is, and I think that's dope. Sports Hard? Let's see just Racing Hard. I think just Racing Hard would be very, very good.
Okay, I'm staying on racing soft because I'm a noob. And
there comes a point where it's too I think it's too not like the car, so it becomes weird.
Right.
All right, you're also entering. Fair enough.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
All right.
Nürburg, man. Let's do this.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm a noob. I've only been playing Gran Turismo since 1998. Go figure.
That's fine. That's fine.
By the way, that's basically since the beginning. Yeah. First game was in 1998.
I'll be real here. It wasn't until Sword where I really tried to. All right, let's try to be good at this.
You know when I really started with that? Like, I would say Gran Turismo 5. When see, because here's the thing, like, our very own, my brother, like Diesel Dave, like, I will be honest with you, all the way up until, Gran Turismo 4 on the PS2, he did help me with, like, especially the later license tests. But now I'm like, I think I've still done more license test things in GT7 than him. So now it's kind of gone the opposite way. And it's literally just because when a new GT was out, I just kept playing on it, man. It's like, you know, I can actually show on stream. Typically, this is a game I fire up, I do my daily races, and then I log out, and that's basically like, even though I'm playing it a little bit at a time, because I'm doing it so consistently though. Yeah, I genuinely think I play the game better than I used to.
Absolutely, I can tell that even from this thing. It's like you used to crash a lot more. Now you're actually braking, trying to.
It's so funny that you've said that because I just crashed. Like literally
I mean, a lot
just
more.
as you were saying that. That was gold. Oh, I love this section here right after the Yokohama Bridge. No matter how tempted you are, do not lift off. You do not need to brake for these corners down this hill. I love that section so much. I don't know what it's called. I probably wouldn't be able to pronounce it because it would be in German, but that's a cool section, whatever it is.
It is insane.
Followed by a really stupid section that I hate where you have to slow right down. You know the one I mean, right?
Oh yeah.
That big kind of U-turn type. Yeah, it's hate it. Anyway, that's behind us now.
Yeah. It's in the rear wheel. It's in the rear view mirror.
Oh no! Oh, the cambers bit me again. So basically, the rear left wheel hit the camber and it spun me out.
Oh.
Yeah, and like you said, this car is so long that can happen. It's like, yeah.
It is. It's essentially like Lambo long, and it's weird. But unlike a Lambo, I feel it actually handles way better.
I'm actually, you know how I said that I felt it was a bit understeery? I'm actually starting to get used to it now. Like, yeah. Because initially I really wanted to change it and make it more like a McLaren F1, but you know what? I think I'm doing okay. Like, yeah.
I think you do well with it because it's again, even the braking distances and stuff like that. It's a pretty good handling car.
I do have assistance with the braking, and I've got the braking zone visual red stuff still on. Bet if I turned that off in the racing line, I would not drive as well at all. But yeah.
I have the cones and our like markings for certain things, and then I have the gear indicator, but that's about it.
Oh, I've always loved the gear indicator. Yeah, the red number by the gear. Yes. And actually, it's that more than anything else in the PS1 days when there weren't any of these other visual assists. Just having the gear indicator of like the recommended gear for the corner, that is really what helped me get better at the game in general. It's like, oh, I need to brake to second gear. And like, oh, wait, I got round cleanly. Oh, wait, this is how you're supposed to play this. Like, GT literally taught me how to play GT even in the like the PS1 days.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I also think like actually having real car physics somewhat is also very beneficial because it will give you idea. Also, just the suspension way, the way the braking and the weight transfer happens is so good in this game.
I think the simulation has always been good, like throughout the whole series, right? It's been like a tier above a lot of the competition. Of course, competition got a lot stiffer once Forza became a thing, and I'm so glad it exists because competition is always healthy, and like I'm really glad that you know basically Kazunori and the team had Forza to sort of push against. I'm really glad that Forza exists. But I mean, the thing is, though, I really feel like when Polyphony got like dead serious in terms of the handling and the way this game plays, absolutely was with GT Sport on PS4, and then Gran Turismo 7, this game really just took it like to the next level after that. Honestly, like, you know, people have become actual racing drivers because of this game, because the simulation is that good, you know.
The
It's
thing that is
amazing.
the thing that is really impressive in my mind about GT is like how anal they are about like making tracks accurate.
Yeah, with the lidar
They,
scanning, like all the dimensions are exactly right. Yeah.
I mean, even back in like GT4, I can remember with the Rumble when even on their like cheaper wheels, I mean, you can really feel the difference.
Yep.
So like with the impact on the road and even on a control, it's surprisingly good.
Yeah, I remember even like with the 1998 original Gran Turismo, if you went on the special stage, you know, the night stage, and it was wet, it literally felt different, even on the PS1, right? It was great.
All right, I might beat you, John Nilsson now. Look how far am I compared to you.
Oh no. Yeah,
Come on, come on, come on, Jack, you can do this.
ah.
Shipped it too early. Damn, I can still do this.
But I see. I don't think I've driven bad. I know I'm not you, but you know, at least I can. And I've definitely. This is not a clean lap. I've definitely come off, made mistakes. But at least for the majority of the lap, I'm clean as I go through. Like if I make a mistake,
Yeah,
you know, I brush it off, and oh, there's another mistake though. But then I just keep
yeah.
going, you know.
Racing Heart, 719.
Wow.
Go figure. And a little traction control.
Yeah.
Damn, the power of tires, man. Speaking
I
about,
think you're able to spectate the rest of my. Maybe I don't know. Oh no, you're on the leaderboard, are you? Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I will be as quick as I can.
yeah, speaking about tires, want to hear a weird fact?
Sure.
Yeah. There was an issue where they made some custom-made
Oh
tires.
damn! I ran out of time because of course
Yeah.
I've set a limit. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some actually an issue where the XJ220, they were like the tires were custom made for it because of a certain dimensions. So there was actually a period of time where you couldn't get it. So Bridgestone actually had to remake the tires again. You can actually find a documentary about it on YouTube. It's very weird. So for an old ass car, they need to make new rubber for it because otherwise, essentially, you couldn't find any proper tires for it. So
Oh my
it will.
god.
Yeah, that's so weird. So with the old guys like who helped developing and stuff, like yeah, let's do a little video about it.
What track would you like to race next, my man?
You know what?
Deep Forest?
Default Raceway would be cool. You know what? Wait a second, Andy. I'll make it GT Legend here. I'll make the good old LM car.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah, just wouldn't that be perfect?
Yeah, take as long as you need, man. Take
All right.
as you need.
LM, XJ220, XJ220. I mean, we're just holy shit, we're nerds, man. So yeah, the Jag one is the one. So yeah, we weren't the guys nerding over Lambos at the. It was like this one here.
Yep.
Alrighty. No. LM race, no.
So Alpha was just saying that he hasn't ever played a Gran Turismo before. I do know that GT Sport is dead cheap right now. However, I would advise that actually you just go straight to GT7.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any reason unless you just really want. Unless you want specific
GT
practicing
Sport
things.
is always cheap because even when it's not on sale like it currently is, it's £16. The GT Sport is less than that right now. But because GT7 is also on PS4 and there's so much more to it, I would say like wait till GT7 goes on sale and then maybe treat yourself to it. Because yeah, it's incredible. And then you can join us on future streams.
I'd say I would love that. Even with Dave. He needs to beat my dumb muscle cars.
I think I can hear Dave. I think Dave's actually in the building, possibly. But
really?
Yeah, he's not on this game. So.
Right. He needs to beat my. All right.
But the thing is, Dave hasn't played this game in so long that I don't think he has the funds nor the cars to really do. Like, I've got 60% of the cars, yo. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Whatever kind of race that you want to do, I've got something I can bring to it, even if it's not always going to be the same car. I've got something.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm actually pretty proud of my car collection. For people that want to very quickly see it, as Yax chooses stuff, here we go. When I mean quickly, I literally mean quickly. Here we go.
Yep.
And there are no duplicates, by the way. 279 cars that you just saw whiz by there. So, yeah. And we can sort them by all kinds of things. Horsepower, for example. So in terms of real world car that actually exists, the highest horsepower, is actually my tuned Bugatti Veyron. Okay. Quite obviously, yeah. So actually, I don't think I tuned my LaFerrari FFXK. And yet that's got 1,034 brake horsepower. I don't think I did any tuning on that. Of course, we're seeing lots of awesome cars at the top of this list now. The Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak from 1998 is just one of the best cars ever. And honestly,
it is so cool.
I think it's my favorite car in Gran Turismo overall, just because it helped me win so many races so easily. Like, yeah.
It's like it's the first car we ever hear like as a child where it's like this car can do 400 kilometers an hour. It's like it's a magical number in Denmark, right? Because it's like 400 sounds massive. Right. And it was before the Veyron, and I'm like, what is this bogus stuff?
I know that this whole stream is all about the XJ220, and believe me, it really is. But just to let you guys know, because it's on the screen right now, if you do ever get Gran Turismo 7 and you want a good car that will help you through the majority of the events, look no further than the Corvette C7 ZR1 2019. That is not an expensive car to buy in the game, and yet it has such a high ceiling in terms of how much you can tune it and how much more performance you can get out of it. Like, it's insane, and it has 1,066 horsepower when you completely max it out. So, get that one. Just get that one. But do be careful with the throttle because it will spin. Like you need if you're good with throttle control, you can win so many races with that car. Like, you really can. So anyway, yeah, XJ220. Sorry about that tangent, but I was just looking at my garage. So.
It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. You know what? This I've been stalling because I couldn't find the things about it. But I'll just drive this year, and it will look like a race car, but it's not a race car.
Okay.
So, in real life, this car. Wait. Let's see. No.
Thank you to everybody for hanging out for this bonus stream, by the way. As always, bonus streams are unplanned, unscheduled, and just happen whenever we want to do them. You know, so yeah, we don't know when the next one will be, but we'll let you know, basically. Like,
Yeah. You know what? Let's go with the good old British Racing Green one.
yeah, buddy.
Yeah. It's so good. I have my cold hands.
So yeah, I've loaded Deep Forest. You cool with that?
Absolutely. It's a cool one.
Of course, if you want to do Tokyo Expressway at night and rainy afterwards, you can. Like, just whatever you'd like to do.
I'll use my XJ220. That's what I would like to do, because this is stream.
Yep, it is.
It's the XJ220.
I'm so happy that this car is in the game. I can't believe it, actually. I can't believe they actually did it. Like, you know, because it's like, we talked about it many times. I know we have, and I'm like, oh, I don't think it'll ever happen, though. And
then it happened, yeah.
Yeah.
And it happened. I'm so glad that it is. I'll try some cheating here. Well, I will buy something called anti-lag, and I'll see how that would change the car.
Okay.
No, I cannot do that here. No, never mind. I'll not do that then.
Okay.
I'll racing cars. I'm ready. Go to track. There we go.
He's ready. So let's do this. Oh wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Oh, there we go. Practice smacked us. Let's do this, man. 5 viewers, thank you all so much. I'm checking chat between our races because I forgot to set up the stream the other way where your chat comments will come up on my screen as I drive. Sorry about that. Professional streamer, yeah. It's only stream 1061. You'd think I'd know by now that, yeah. Whenever I'm doing racing games, because of like, you need, like, it's the whole fast reactions thing, but the fact that you just need to be looking where you're going, and the only way for me to move the chat, like, close enough to my vision when playing a racing game, is to basically stream using the built-in, you know, share button stuff. Instead of my capture card, basically. Because right now I've got, you know, Twitch chat on an iPad to the side of me, and yeah, I'm obviously not looking at that when I'm driving, so...
Yeah, that's... If you could do that while beating me before, I was like, what the hell? I actually, speaking about that, specifically for that problem, I actually think it could be fun during Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. And stream it, because that game just wants you to crash.
Right.
Just have the whole. Yeah.
Can't do crash right now.
Yeah.
There you
Exactly.
go.
There we go.
Also,
So
I
that
want to
would be...
apologize for the fact that, like, well, I mean, you know, obviously you've been really busy, but like, yeah, the Crash Rumble beta, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I've pre-ordered the game. Here's the thing, though, crossplay didn't work at all when it should have. So that has me a little worried. Like, and at no point during the beta was there an update to the beta that fixed the issue. So, yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Because I feel like your beta is your opportunity to discover issues, which there were some, fix them, pardon me, and then continue testing. But nope, the beta was over in a weekend. It literally is what I would consider a marketing beta, rather than an actual beta, you know?
I think a beta, hasn't that actually been kind of like a marketing thing anyways? Because like, oh yeah, buy this game pre-order to get access to the beta.
Yeah, I mean, well,
let's be
Diablo's beta, they've actually took feedback and then they've implemented that feedback into the server slam that's happening, you know, next month. So I'm really glad that they actually did the beta early enough in development to actually make changes based off of what people have said. and you know they've already posted the patch notes of the changes that they've made. So yeah.
Oh yeah, but I don't think that. I mean, it's beta testing for the game, but like specific parts of the game, it depends on what
Yeah.
it is. I think like creatures and something. But I get you, and I think like if they want to make a good quality product, of course that's what they should. But let's be
Yeah,
real.
but the Crash Rumble thing, like I don't think they're gonna get the same attention and changes like the Diablo 4 beta did, even though it's technically from the same publisher. So it's just a shame because I have to say, Crash Rumble is a very fun game to play. I really enjoyed it, and I wish I could have played it with Alpha, but like I said, the crossplay just didn't work. So. Yeah, hopefully in the full game it will, but you know, I'm not asking Alpha to buy the game for it to potentially not work when he does, right? So it's a tough one.
Anyways, yeah, the racing hard really made a difference, even without traction control. So,
Cool.
shall we just have one without? I would actually like to see how well I do with sports hard on this one.
Okay. I mean, I'm cheating. I've got racing soft the whole time, and yeah.
All right, that's fine. I accept the challenge.
Cool. Do you want to play same track or?
Yeah, man. Let's see how much of a difference it does to me. I like the challenge of it. I'm kind of Goku, so.
I'm assuming. Are you ready? Did you make your change or not yet?
Yes, I did. It's.
Okay, cool.
I did. So I have to be a lot more
6 viewers
careful.
watching this now. Thank you all, everybody.
There we go.
And this is kind of why, like, I do wish we had more people like just with it, because it would be the more the merrier. We can have 16 races, I think, on GT7 lobbies. So we need to get more players. What I like about Grid Legends, another racing game that is actually going to be the PlayStation Plus game for May, is that it has crossplay with all platforms. So those with Game Pass, you probably already have access to the game. But I like the fact that it's going to be the PlayStation Plus Essential game from May along with 2 others. Because it means that everybody that on my friends list that didn't buy it will have a version of the game to keep. So basically, CP Skills and everybody, they'll be able to join us in a Legends stream because the game is claimable next month. So yeah,
That's cool.
I'm going to be telling everybody to claim that.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game, bro.
Well, what I love about it though is like even when it was just you and me and we did a stream of it, like it filled the empty slots with AI and pretty good AI at that, right? Like
Yeah, it wasn't.
The whole kind of nemesis system that they have.
Stores.
Exactly, yeah.
Alrighty.
Also a pretty fun career mode as well, actually. Like the cutscenes are kind of goofy too, but it's a fun, enjoyable experience.
It's very like social media heavy, but like with the thing, but I actually think it has some charm. I like actually. It gives it some good old Need for Speed vibes actually with its goofiness.
Yeah.
Like Most Wanted, it's like it's so dumb.
So yeah, basically claim it, play it, enjoy it, and we'll see you in some races. Yeah.
Definitely try it. It's a good arcade racer for sure.
And it actually came out around a similar time as Gran Turismo 7, which is the only reason why I didn't check it out until it went on sale much later. But I liked the story mode so much that I basically played it on stream until I beat it, which only took me like 2 or 3 streams anyway. And then I've still got the DLC expansions to go through because I did actually buy the season pass. Because that's the thing, if you enjoy a game and then they you know, there's an expansion that basically sells you more of that same game, and you like if you know that you're going to play it anyway if you have it, then of course I'm going to buy it. right?
Sorry, I'm being a douche,
Nice.
but no. You were blocking me the whole way. I'm like, fuck it, take this.
I've got a long car, man. I can't help how long this is. That's
I
basically
know
what
how
happened to
long.
me a few races ago. You did the same thing. Like, oh no, I just can't get past the green wall of Jaguar. You know? Don't know why I said it like the Americans do there, but hey. It is funny
Green
how they say
Jag.
Jaguar.
It's like aluminum or aluminium. How is that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Aluminum, yeah. Aluminium. That's not how you pronounce it.
Aluminium.
And we do that as well.
Yeah, aluminium.
Aluminum. Yeah. It's like oregano or oregano. It's like, what the fuck? How can you? Yeah, no clean race bonus for me this time.
I'm not surprised. After some time has passed, it's other they pulled. Yeah. Sure, all good points, man. I've driven 81 miles in this game today. Fun! And you know what we're gonna do
Glorified
next?
demo as a beta. Yeah.
We are gonna do, like I said, special stay. Tokyo Expressway.
Oh, we can try to do that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
The thing is, which one is that one that's the same like? Because that's the thing.
I have a
There's
different.
multiple layouts with every.
Oh yeah, I actually have a different idea then. How about Monster? Or no,
Ooh,
sorry,
Monza,
sorry.
yeah, all right. No chicane.
Let's do that.
Let's go no chicane. Oh, hang on, chat. I've lost you. The Duet app has decided to complain. Oh, what? Hold on a minute, guys. Because I can't see you at the minute. Hang on. I'm reopening the app. Let's get Monza loading while we wait. There we go. Okay, you're back. Sorry about that, chat. Alright, Monza with no chicane. Because that chicane is just annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
All
it'll
right.
still be loading. Cool. Okay.
Enter.
Yep.
Go to track.
I like
I'll
that
be
we're
doing-
actually casually earning, like, I know it's not much money, but at least we earn monies in the lobbies now. We never used to. When
Yeah.
this game launched, that was rough, man.
I think that was really stupid. Yes.
Yeah, the game
It's-
has evolved over time, and it's in a far better place now than it was at launch. But the thing is, unlike GT Sport, its launch state was not as bare bones.
I mean, Sport was literally a spin-off.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, but I remember playing through Sport, and I still had a good time, but I was like, wow, is this really all there is? I mean, what's here is good, but I'm like, I can see why they haven't pulled this 7.
Yeah. It's some. Whoops.
Yaks.
Yeah.
There's a chicane there, man. I know that I've picked the no chicane layout, but it just means that there's just one less chicane, really.
Yeah.
You still got to be ready for some chicane.
Yeah, I was looking at the thing like with meters and stuff. Like, oh, that was late. I actually thought about the other Italian ones called Mucella. It's actually the OG track they made. I really like that one as well. That has the downhill thing.
Okay.
Mucciolago, what's it called? And I
Oh,
think that would be.
I know the one you're on about. Yeah, so yeah, no, Monza's they obviously the Grand Prix circuit, the Ferrari's former test track. I don't know whether they're
Hmm.
still using Monza, but they definitely
They
used
kind
it.
of do. Yep,
Okay.
they do. I'm pretty damn sure because it's like
And yet
this.
there's
I don't
not
know.
much to Monza. I've always liked Monza, but again, I've liked it because like it's actually pretty simple as far as tracks go. It's
Yeah,
it's very straight. I
it's
mean,
just a high speed track with high speed corners. It's basically a test of high performance stuff
yeah.
rather than.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going 140 round this corner, so yeah, you're actually quite right. And of course, I'm talking in miles because that's the normal thing to do.
Lol.
Um,
There we go. Pretty bad.
I remember when we were. So I'm gonna throw my dad under the bus a little bit here, Goose, because I remember like often when we would go on holiday like to various countries in Europe, he would like to actually drive there rather than fly or whatever, And there were so many times where my mom would be like, "Norman, you're speeding." But it's kilometers, not miles. You're speeding. So if the road sign said 80, he would basically do 80 miles an hour. But in
Oh,
kilometers, that would like be like what 100 and something. Like
100 and that would be like if you're going like 80 miles, that would be like the equivalent of like 110 miles ish.
yeah.
So,
I can't believe
ironically,
he'd make that kind of mistake, but there we go. Like, he
I
loved
mean,
driving through Germany, of course, because on the Autobahn, like, there's no limits.
absolutely.
But yeah, sorry, Dad. I'm trying to entertain people here, so I'm gonna tell them funny stories. Hope you don't mind.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something that wasn't funny though. Because again, my mom is very sensible. We all know this from the Gulf streams, right? Which hopefully will return as
Yeah.
soon as they can. Basically, mom has just been consistently busy, obviously, with everything going on with my sister and house stuff. So yeah, I do apologize that it's been a while. But yeah, like I remember when again we were on holiday and driving to like our destination and whatever. I think we were driving through Spain, and like mum was like, there haven't been many fuel stations on this thing, this highway, so you probably should take the next one. We've just passed a sign for one coming up. And dad was like, well, no, we're okay. So he passes the services and we carry on driving. Anyway, a bit further down the road, basically we run out of fuel, so he has to pull over and then get a jerry can out of the boot, and he literally had to walk back to that service station, fill it up with fuel, and then walk back to the car. And like he was gone obviously for several hours, and like, but when he was coming back to the car, I have never seen a man look more angry with himself than that. And he was literally like, don't say anything. And of course, I was still quite young at the time, so I did kind of have that bad habit of like, Dad, are we there yet? Every now and again. Yeah. It was a long journey, and that just made it all the more long. But yeah. Should have
There we
listened to
go.
Mom. Mom was right. Should have filled up when we could have. Like,
I am horrible at the corner.
It is a horrible corner, that one.
I'm horrible at judging that distance.
But then again, you don't have the same braking zone assist thing that I have on, so...
It's like half of a second that's a fuck up. That's the thing. It's so brutal when you're driving that fast, and that braking distance, if you do it too early, will just... It matters a lot if you're trying to do going really quickly.
Sure, yeah.
So
Don't worry
you
though,
have to be.
you've still got this. Yeah.
I have grippier tires on now as well, so I'm like... So this definitely is a grip track, where it's like, it's tires and downforce that really dictates how fast you're going.
Yep.
Here we go.
Of course,
And I'm
talking
really
about... oh yeah, go on.
I'm really comfortable with this car without traction control, actually.
Right.
It's really good. It's really good. But I'm just doing this stock, no upgrading, whatever, just slapping some better tires on it, and that's
it is, isn't it? Like...
I wouldn't say perfect, but it's really good for something that's...
old. Yeah.
Absolutely, and... The only thing I think it needs is like anti-lag, that's it.
Oh, it was starting to snap away from me, and yet I did some counter steering. I almost held it. That was cool though.
It's very cool. We just love this car too much. But yeah,
you know, I can't remember how many miles it had on the clock when I should have screenshotted, right? Because right now it says 2,293. What about your one?
Oh.
It'll say on the bottom of the screen below your fuel.
3,600.
You're in kilometers though, yeah. I forgot that, yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think we do buy it with the same amount of miles on, so... But yeah, we can just translate it over, so... Convert later on to see who drives it.
But yeah, we've definitely driven it a lot today, that's basically my point. Like, yeah.
Look, the first thing
and we're gonna drive it a lot more, because this car is amazing.
Yeah, man, the first thing I did was like taking a stock one, even like GT7 stock one, and just win the Tokyo race with it.
The first thing I did with it, even though you don't need to, I changed the oil and then I washed it. Taking good care of it, man. Taking good care of it.
Right. Last race, Andy, and then I'll go.
Alright, man. Last race. So, where should we go? Oh, let's do special stage. Special stage. But yeah, thanks for joining me, man. And thank you to everyone else.
Yep.
As well. Yeah.
Nice. Surprise me.
But yeah, anytime you want to do this again, like I said, just let me know, much like you did. And then we'll oh no, I'm not on about special state. I'm on about Tokyo Expressway, like at night, aren't I? Like what is the night one? Is it Tokyo Expressway still, or is it yeah, it is, isn't it? Hang on a minute. Tokyo, where are you? Right. And chat, don't you dare type Japan. Like, you know what I mean. There it is.
There we go.
I think it's the east. The east one. Yeah, east clockwise. I think it's the one. And then with the weather, what we'll do is. Oh, here we go. Yeah. And then we'll go night, baby. Because obviously it's the last stream. I want to make this a little more exciting. I'm gonna change my tires for this race. Yax,
Temperature.
I'm gonna be kind to you. I've made it rain. I'm gonna let you know I've made it rain.
Rain tires? Shall we do that then? Intermediate?
I've gone racing intermediate, yeah.
No, let's do that. Oh, this is gonna be cool.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be very cool.
This is gonna be like the kind of like last race before the last race, kind of cool. But no, you can go obviously after this one. It's fine. Again,
Also,
if you ever want to do more of this, we can always just do it another day. So yeah.
It is a very cool. I mean, can we just appreciate how cool the idea of this? Like, oh yeah, it's a Tokyo. It's a real street race actually.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's something that's very Ridge Racer-esque, which is actually funny.
I think Kazunori Yamuchi, the producer of the Gran Turismo series of games, I think he even said that he drives this road every day. You know, going from like home to work and stuff. Like he drives part of the Tokyo Expressway every day, which is really cool. So of course you know how it looks. Oh, here we go. It's about to get wet. Although, oh wait, no, the track is wet. We're seeing that on a meter that actually I'm covering up on the screen because it shows up in the bottom left. And I can't change my screen view while driving. I'm sorry. But yes, I can confirm. The water is wet.
What?
The water is
wet. Are you sure?
The track is wet. Yep. And the headlights work, which is really cool. This game looks amazing at night. The lighting in this game is incredible. It's like even as you go under the street lamps, you can see like, you know, because they're spaced out, like, you know, as the light itself passes over the windshield. I mean, the graphical effect of it all is just, And then certain old cars even have the, you know, the bit where they tint the top of the windscreen with the blue so that you don't get glare of the sun. I love that. They've simulated that as well perfectly, but only on certain cars that have it.
It's weird because I'm not used to driving it at night, but it looks very, very good.
Yeah.
It just looks straight up like Ridge Racer. It's so cool. I saw a video where they tried to like remake Ridge Racer cars and just play some Ridge Racer music on it.
Wow, yeah.
It's actually a very good call.
This is a tough corner. Like, remembering to brake enough for this U-turn is... This is tough.
And also accelerating through a hairpin is so hard. Especially if you don't have four-wheel drive.
I failed. I had a bonk. Like, yeah, I was almost round though.
Also, the Tokyo race is really hard. You can see many car YouTubers just failing it actually.
Yeah, I kind of knew you'd have an advantage here though, because you've played this event, which is this layout, so much and so many things. So.
I'm actually shocked about how different it feels just at night.
Right.
But it's literally just the same. It's like, just pay attention, switch your brain off. You have done this a million times before. So now I'll just push it really hard and see how insane of a time I can get.
I was, you know, that was pushing.
Oh, here comes. Can I get...
So like I said, this is basically a time trial thing because I'm not as good as Yax. but I still just love driving in Gran Turismo games. I always have. Like, I've never really had anyone to sort of play this game again. Like, back in, like, the PS1, PS2 days, I was pretty much always racing, like, just by myself and playing the game by myself. I did have some local friends that would come around, but because they didn't have the game as well, it was sort of like there's me practicing, and then they'd only play it if they were here visiting me, kind of thing. So yeah, like the whole thing about like PSN and then having a, you know, a friend like you who like lives and breathes the game. Now I feel just like with Tekken, I can finally improve because I got somebody that actually plays it as much as I want to, you know, to sort of push me to get better.
All right, 220, 210. All right.
Too far behind.
I think you can make it. I think you can make it.
Yeah, there we go.
Man, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
But yeah, we're gonna call it there, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. We're probably gonna do this again sometime because I've loved this and I love this car. Like, but maybe we need a Stingray appreciation stream or a Corvette appreciation stream in your honor, though, as well, though.
That.
Yeah.
I think that could be actually a good theme. Just like, just talk about cars.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll rebrand. Just
cool.
Actually, cool idea. Cool idea. Right. So that's a showcase of cars. Just like to show your Jag. All right.
Yeah.
And with that said, I'll be dropping out. Thanks.
Yep, no worries. Thank you. And sorry for the wire in front of my face right now. That's the iPad. There we go. Hope you've all enjoyed this. Take care, Yaks. Thank you, man.
Bye.
And if it's all right with you guys, I'm not going to raid tonight, so feel free to head to whatever your favorite corner of Twitch is. And I'll see you all on Friday at sorry, not Friday. Friday's tomorrow. Saturday at noon, but I don't know what for yet. But I'm sticking to my stream schedule wherever possible. And my stream schedule says I'll see you on Friday at noon. So take care of yourselves and each other. And yeah, see you then. Bye.